Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Contingency X. Today we're doing the second half review of the Case Club. This is my personal case club that I purchased from them. This is a, I believe it's their 8 pistol case. And we already did the first part of the review. You guys checked that out. You saw how beautifully it was built. You saw how well it held the firearms. I've been using this for the past month and it's been doing great. Absolutely love it so far. But what we haven't done is thrown it off a cliff. We haven't put it through a torture test. So today, while we're out here shooting, we're going to be doing a quick torture test on the Case Club out here in the beautiful California sun. So, Case Club, closed, it's locked. We have camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, and we're gonna throw it off this beautiful little cliff. You guys got a wide of this? You good? Okay, watch out. It's going up and over. You guys ready? All right, guys, so we just climbed down from our little mountainside here where we threw the Case Club off. It landed right side up. I haven't touched it yet, but I can already see some cosmetic damage. I don't know if there's any structural damage, but cosmetically, there's definitely a little bit of damage here. We got some scrapes. Got a nice scrape right here. Handle still in place. Wheels are still spinning. Got a spider web. Wheels are still spinning. Both wheels look good. Got a nice little cosmetic scratch there. This handle rather took a little bit of a beating right here. Again, just cosmetic so far. More cosmetic. Get that off my hand. Let's see. The tote handle working. A little bit of cosmetic scratches. All right. Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and unlock her. The locks. Actually, let's check these. Locks are still working. We're gonna unlock her. Latch 1 and latch 2 is working. Doesn't look like anything, obviously there's nothing in here, but doesn't look like anything penetrated through here cosmetically. So let's go drag this thing behind my car. All right, guys, here we are. We're on a open dirt road in sunny Southern California, out at the desert. We are doing our Case Club torture test. You already saw us drop it off a cliff. Now we're gonna drag it behind the car. We just hit 50 miles per hour down a dirt road with the Case Club attached to our work truck. Let's go see what happened to the Case Club. All right, so, all right, 45 miles an hour. Let's see. This thing has a lifetime warranty. It's supposed to be indestructible. It's supposed to be all these great things. I'm gonna get this untied here real quick. Wore through my rope. All right, well, from first glance, some more road rash. Looks like we lost a piece right here. We lost a piece of plastic, just cosmetic. That's nothing to do with the inside of the case. Got some nasty road rash cosmetic on the wheel. Wheel's still turning. Oh, but we did lose one wheel. This whole thing's actually cracked. Got a wheel, got an axle, got a bearing, got a cracked housing. Keep that there. Road rash we expected for dragging. Let's see. That ain't coming out. That ain't coming out. That old thing's gonna have to be taken apart. Handles held on, both handles. One lock turns, both locks turned, a little bit stiff. So the interesting part, we do have sand in the seals. We do have sand in the seals, sand over here in the hinge, sand in the hinge. Got sand, a little bit light of sand up here. So it looks like we have sand in the first part. Actually, it's not a seal, I take that back. This is the lip. This is the seal. So it doesn't look like we have any sand in the seal, but we definitely have sand on the inner lip. I think that as long as you're not driving 45, 50 miles an hour down the road, dragging the case club behind you, this thing's pretty damn tough. All right, guys, here we are today, and we are filming the third part of our torture test for the Case Club gun case. This is the same case that we've been using over the past couple of days to film our torture test, tongue twister. As you can see, you know, so far we've dropped it off a cliff, we've driven down the road with it attached to the back of the truck, and now what we're going to do is actually submerge the chest in my buddy's pool. All right, so as you can see from our last test, we basically have all of the same stuff still inside of here. The wheel that came off on the drive. I'm gonna go ahead, actually, let's see if I can get this top piece out. This doesn't have any real structure to it. It's just glued down, as you guys can see. So that's not that big of a deal. And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna try to mount a GoPro in here and get a view of it underwater. We got some chem sticks here. Okay, so we're gonna stick the GoPro in there just like that. We'll leave all that in there. We got Batman over here. We got chem lights going. Okay guys, now that we have Batman, the chem sticks, and the GoPro inside the case, we're gonna have my buddy go ahead and take it down to the bottom of the pool and leave it there for, I don't know, till we get bored. As you can see, it's not fully submerged. It's got great buoyancy. It's holding up our 30-pound piece of concrete. It's holding up our two guys. So let's just let them hold on to it and see what happens. Are you on the bottom?
I'm not at all. I'm floating.
He's completely floating. Our buddy here is 200 plus. 200 plus, we'll leave it at that. Plus a 30-pound or so concrete block. And he's floating. So let's see how long he can float. All right, he's in the middle of the deep end of the pool. He's still floating on top of the Case Club. This is not at all what we planned whatsoever. This is not what we expected. We figured that there'd be enough weight to hold the case down and see if there was any kind of leakage. Right now, he's enjoying his ride. We dropped it off a cliff. We dragged it down the road at 45, 50 miles an hour, roughly 50 miles an hour. We lost a wheel. We did exterior structural damage to it, but it's still floating. So the question is if this falls off your boat or whatever, will it even submerge? And at this point, honestly, I don't think it will. So now we have our buddy Lop, who has figured out a way to get it submerged by forcing it down with the concrete as well as his body weight. And we'll see how long he can hold it here without it popping up out of the water. Obviously this part of the test isn't going how we thought it would. We thought we'd be able to get it submerged a heck of a lot easier. You know, our buddy Lop here, he's been on it for about 20-30 minutes. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just pull it up and see if there's anything inside that got wet. So here it is, the Case Club. Just got it out of the water. We're going to go ahead and unlock it, pop it open. Now obviously there's going to be probably a little bit of water that gets in there when I open it up. What we're looking for is any kind of substantial water. Well, I see water on the outside edges. I don't really see anything that's really penetrated the seal here. Our wheel's dry. Batman fell off, but he's dry. Our GoPro is dry. Everything in here is dry. So after everything we put this thing through, dropping it off a cliff, dragging it down the road at 45, 50 miles an hour, having it in the water, half submerged, then fully submerged for, you know, a good amount of time, 15, 20 minutes. I feel confident in saying that it's definitely going to keep your gear, your firearms safe. The structure on the outside didn't hold up, but your firearms are safe, and that's what this is meant to do. It's meant to keep your valuables, your firearms inside of this case safe and secure, and I honestly have no doubts that it would. I feel very confident in this product. Definitely give it a thumbs up and recommend it to anybody who's looking for a good, solid case, and this is from Case Club. All right, so here we are in front of Case Club, and I just returned our case that was completely torture tested. Exterior damage, no interior damage. Interior held true. It was very impressive. Definitely did more than I thought it would do. Even the guys here at Case Club were impressed with the amount of torture it took, how much of a beating it took, and that it was able to sustain its job. It was able to do what it was supposed to do. So they're very happy. They knew that it was tough, but nobody had ever tested it as heavily as we have. So they're stoked. I'm stoked. I got my new Case Club. Again, highly recommend it. Rock on, Case Club. Thank you.